Hello, 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 and welcome to LinkedIn After Hours from the Lexical Mystic Academy for AI empowered entrepreneurs. I hope my music's not too loud. I'm listening. I always listen to the jazz station, and they have everything. They play everything. So this is from West Africa. This is an all-female group between the ages of 12 and 19. So I don't know if you can hear it or not. And then, I don't know if it's copywritten. See, one thing that's safe about listening to jazz is sometimes they do not censor, not censor, but remove the music because of copyright. So I'm going to turn it down just a bit and then I'll say hello. So I have it. Oh, you know what? This is supposed to be. Of course, am I ever ready? LinkedIn After Hours, it's much more casual. So if you see something that's not 1,000% professional, well then you know why. We've clocked out already. Yeah, so welcome my winners. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, I am here showing up. And like I say, every week is not a great week, right? And so last week wasn't the greatest. I started off kind of, I was so excited about my automations and my projects and da 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 da. And then it just kind of got, I don't know, yeah. I got a little bit of negative Nancy or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but I shouldn't have let it get to me like I did, and so it made me not particularly productive. So, yeah, but I'm still showing up, and I actually got a pretty good amount of work done. One thing that I'm adding into my daily routine, and the company that I'm associated with, we practice there's 6 daily practices. So not to be redundant. And so what we do is, you get up and you do your uh, meditation or affirmations. And, I'll talk about affirmations a little bit more, but it's really important that you believe your affirmations. Don't just say them. You need to believe what you're saying or they're not going to work at all. So just know that. Not that I'm the expert, but I'm basically paraphrasing Neville Goddard, who I am just listening to so much. You should always have him on in the background. I don't watch television, so a lot of times I'm sitting in the quiet. Sometimes I don't even have music. I just am sitting and working with no sound. I just have the cats and that's it. So yeah, but I am so glad. So today I want to start talking. What I want to talk about, today's theme is going to be proactivity. Being proactive. And so, I like to start with my motivation. So the motivational phrase I have today comes from, I just want to make sure, John C. Maxwell. And what John C. Maxwell says about being proactive, I believe that everyone chooses how to approach life. If you're proactive, you're focused on preparing. If you're reactive, you end up focusing on repairing. You know what I mean? So it's like when people talk about damage. What is it they say? damage repair or whatever, and of course the word will come as soon as I end the deal. But yeah, proactive. And the reason I bring proactivity up is because I have noticed on LinkedIn people talking about getting fired, getting laid off, looking for work for months on end, being proactive. You gotta think down the line. I mean, 5 years down the line. I am telling you people, heed my words, because I'm on the inside looking out. Okay, so I can tell you that most jobs, I'm not gonna say most jobs, but lots and lots of jobs. Yeah, because I don't have the empirical information right in front of me to make this claim. But from my observation, jobs that are posted on Indeed and LinkedIn are going to have, if they're a competitive job, that the average, well, if it's the job the average person can do that's not specialized, you're looking upwards to 1,000 applicants. And then I talk to people when I'm interviewing to work with us, that people will say things like, oh, what was the position again? I've applied for so many jobs. Well, that is not a professional way to present when an employer or a partner or some sort of opportunity decision maker contacts you. You don't want to say something like, oh, I've applied for so many jobs. What's this about again? That's usually, I mean, I will talk to a person. I believe in second chances, I guess what you could call a second chance. Giving the person the benefit of the doubt. But people who are on that level, on that skill level in terms of soft skills, they are going to be like number 2,400 and up in terms of being considered for a job. If you, in my opinion, the way you're going to get hired is through a connection. Because in the digital age, you're just going to get lost in the shuffle. Now, speaking of negative Nancy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's a light at the end of this tunnel that people are not considering as much as I would suggest they did. Because, you know, when I got displaced in 2001 from Kaiser, who they in fact fired me under false pretenses, but what could I do? I mean, I filed a complaint with the EEOC that went nowhere, and no advocates anywhere. No advocates. You're without advocates. Oh boy, you know. But the deal is, you've got to be proactive and find a way that you are going to basically be financially sustainable to survive. How are you going to pay the bills that we have to pay these days without any kind of work? You've got to either build your savings up. I would say get into investing. I've been investing since 1988, and if I hadn't been, I would be living in my car. Because I'm not connected here in Oregon. I'm from Oregon, but I just can't, I'm not connected. I've asked everyone. I've run my own business, but the whole time that I've been running my business, I've been applying for jobs, because you could use extra money for like your advertising budget and just bills and having children and sending them on school trips and sending them overseas and to Japan and to Europe and this and that. You need that money, and the way it's going to take a while. I feel like Trump is working to get the economy back up, but it's going to take a little while. And in the meantime, the jobs are just, if you lose your job, believe me, it is not going to be a walk in the park to get. Oh, hello, Edward. How are you? Oh, thank you. I try my best. Yeah, I try. I tell you. You gotta always be thinking and coming up. Oh, my goodness gracious. But yeah, that's what I want to talk to people, or what are people going to do? You know, I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn and posting on LinkedIn and everything. And if you lose your job, and I tell you, you go and you see, hello, you see the people applying for jobs. They show you. Well, LinkedIn stopped posting how many applicants. They just say over 100 applied. That's all you need to know. Over 100 people also applied for this job. So, if you really are serious about finding a job, look locally. Look on your local, for your state or wherever you want to work. Go to that state's employment department website, or go to the local job boards. Go to the local job boards. Because these huge ones like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, we even say Monster, Adzuna, FlexJobs, Glassdoor. Is it Glassdoor? Yeah, Glassdoor. They are inundated. I've seen the resumes. And then I'm talking to someone today about coming to work with me, because in what we offer is it's more of a business opportunity, so it's more geared and resonates more with people who have had a business or have worked as like an executive or someone who has the capital to run a business, because it's about $150 a month to run your back office, and then you need to spend money on advertising. But if you follow the system the way it's taught, you should be making six figures within 6 to 12 months. But you must be very disciplined, of course, to go with that. Yeah, so that is it. I was saying that I had Trump is getting things going. He's getting things going. I know. It's like the rest of the world gets it. But I don't know what's going on. But see, you can see that the media, Edward, is still trying. You know how they're constantly bashing, looking for ways to bash Trump. And then they're always, so-and-so says, Whoopi Goldberg says, blah, blah, blah. George Clooney says, da, 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 da. Well, these movie stars and TV personalities, they are propaganda. They're propaganda machines. That's the only reason they're significant, is to be influencers. They're influencers, right? And they call people influencers. Why do we have the word called influencers? We don't call them personalities or YouTube stars, or they say influencer because their job is to influence the masses. And don't you see how they focus so much on having 500,000 followers, 1.2 million followers? Followers, you see that word? That's part from the lexical mystic here. The word follower, broadcast, programming. These will be back after these messages. All that stuff is tied to witchcraft. Yes, I said it. But witchcraft isn't necessarily a bad thing, but people use it. They're using it in ways to influence, right? Influence another word for brainwash? Yes, I told you this is LinkedIn After Hours. Yes, and well, you've got Rosie O'Donnell who moved, and you have Ellen DeGeneres, but people are saying that some of these, and then there's Eva Longoria left, Richard Gere, because his wife is Spanish, but I would move to Spain just because of that. And I'm heading back to Asia, and it's not because of Trump, because Trump is the reason to even come back. But I just prefer to live overseas. I love the peacefulness of Asia. So I'm really looking to get back. I have some stuff that I've got to get done with my basement apartment. Get some finishing touches on there. Get the tenants down there. Carmi's going to come back and take care of the house. And I could head on my way. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. It's all kind of like a money game. And what they do a lot is I don't know if you want to say that they're projecting or if they're doing this, what do I want to say, intentionally, consciously, where these people are multimillionaires. They've been multimillionaires for decades. Look at Robert De Niro. What year did Taxi Driver come out? 1975? 1977? How about Meryl Streep? Kramer versus Kramer. 1979. Come on. Barbara Streisand. I think she did her first movie in 1963. And then, you just got them one after another. Beyonce and those guys, she's been singing since she's like 13 years old, having hit records from the 8. So these people have been flying in private jets. They don't know anything. It doesn't matter who the president is to any of those guys. Hi, Gene. How you been? Yeah, I'm here in the kitchen. This is LinkedIn After Hours. And yeah, I'm not going to try to stay on too long. My shows are always so long. And you see, you're not going to get a lot of, the algorithms, because of the influencer thing, which I was talking about, and the whole thing about being influenced, programmed, brainwashed. Oh, let me put this back up, because then the lights, you don't get to see the lights as much. Okay, because those lights can be pretty shiny. See? I got to figure out something. Because now you see the top of the... You see the top of the... Oh, what am I... You know, what do you do when you got a handheld deal? Okay. Does this work? So how are you guys liking the music tonight? See, I listen to jazz, and I'm going to show you what I'm working on in a second. Because, you know, you got to take, like I say, you got to take a break from that rap. You know, and rap, that's another thing you really got to watch. That's an influencer, you know, with the, well, you know, music has all those subliminal messages in it, too. So everything, the whole media, everything, we're talking television, music, film. Now, everybody's making a big deal about this new Snow White movie, and it's crashed because it's so woke and they had to change the L. Well, you know, Disney, I think he took hallucinogens, didn't he? He was in the reefer madness and all that stuff. Because when he made that Fantasia, you know he was tripping. But you guys, let me show you really quick what I'm working on. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around. Okay, so you guys know I am the big one on fresh veggies and clean food. Clean, slow food. So I don't do fast food. I cook pretty much every night. Sometimes all I eat is popcorn or something like that. But for the most part, I am eating fresh vegetables and a protein. So let me show you. I've got and I'm down to the wire, man. I gotta go shopping. So I have got cabbage. I've got some green onions here. I've got here comes the show. Come on, you guys. Zucchini. There's some parsley, Italian parsley there. My broccoli, which I didn't cook. I should have just cooked it. But I left it in the refrigerator and it started to sprout. And look, you could tell that it's lost some of its nutritional value. But it's better than like a bag of chips. There goes some serrano peppers. Over here, I have shrimp and squid. So that's what I am going to be putting on in just a moment. I'm going to do a Kung Pao deal because I'm really one of these. I am one of these Kung Pao people. Uh-oh. What happened? What did I do? Oh, what happened? Okay. It said share. I don't know. I'll have to ask you guys ahead of time. I won't put you on the spot. It put a deal that said, you know, invite your people to come, and I would love to invite you. So, but we'll talk about it ahead of time. So let me grab one thing so I can get started here. I've got my wok. So let's got my wok here. Oh, here. And you can see kind of what's going on. Okay, excuse my kitchen. Oh, that's not what Okay, here we are. So I've got peanuts. Usually I buy unsalted peanuts, but I was at the Dollar Tree. And I bought these dry roasted nuts, peanuts. So I'm going to try them. Okay, we're going to try it. I think they should be okay. They're not too salty. So let's just see how that goes. So let me grab a little oil here. And then I'll make sure you guys can see. So I got some oil in there. Ooh, I kind of put a lot, but that's okay. Well, it's not that much. So I'm gonna turn that, get that going. Yeah, so that is the deal, you guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you, some people, they're just gonna, and so many people, the way they talk about Trump, I tell you, when I was a kid, no matter who the president was, you didn't talk. My mother would say, "Don't say anything about the president. They can watch you and hear, and they can. They can." And the best thing to do is just kind of go with the flow. I was no fan of Biden. I was not any fan of his. But I let him do his job. What else? He did horrible, but... or whoever was running the show. So I'm putting... oh, let me show you guys what I'm doing. I'm throwing some peanuts in there, so let me go ahead and show you. Uh-oh, the thing snapped off. Ugh, okay. Oh, what do we got? I'm trying to get back online here. Where's my... So here we are. I hope you guys can see. Well, let me turn this down. You never know how the walk... Oh, look, there's an... It was an almond, because I threw some almonds and cashews in there. You know, I try not to put too many peanuts, because... Have you ever gone to a restaurant and ordered, like, Kung Pao, and it comes back, and it's got so many peanuts and stuff? I'm putting some serranos in there. It's going to be hot. But sometimes when I do my Kung Pao, I put in the peanuts. Oh, look. See? You can't cook it high. I tell you that. Look. I don't think they're burnt, but they're brown. So, and the thing I do, another mistake I do is, I'm putting the shrimp in, is excuse me, the peppers. I put the shrimp and the squid together when the shrimp cooks a lot faster than squid. So I have to pick through it. Can you imagine? What a mess. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another one. And here's one. Okay, and now I can smell gas, so that means that the pilot light and all that stuff is on, but the actual stove isn't. Now let's get something. Generally, you don't have to... Oh, I don't need to do that. Okay. There we go. So you guys think these peanuts would be okay? Let me see. I'm going to try one. Uh-oh. It's not the best. You know, the thing about peanuts, they just cook so fast. They cook so fast, they could just get right ahead of you, you know? So I'm going to take out a couple of these. It's not horrible, but I guess I'm being picky. Put a few more to replace the ones I took out. Okay, so doesn't the shrimp look nice? So let's get the veggies on in there. There goes the cabbage. Let's throw the cabbage and some parsley in there. See? Just, just grab whatever you got. Whatever you can find. Okay. And the broccoli goes in very last. I don't cook this stuff too long. Here goes the zucchini. There we go. I tell you, see how fast those peanuts cook? Oh my gosh. Oh well, I could always pick them out in the plate too. Usually I don't make these kind of gaffes. It's very rare, but it does happen. It does happen to the best of us. My wok, sometimes it cooks, seems like it just heats up like how it heated up and cooked those peanuts so fast. Now this stir fry is cooking at this snail's pace. Okay, I think Here, let me get this one out of there. Oh, don't you hate that when you have to hand pick stuff out of the... You're like, oh, here's one, here's another. But like I say, it's not really burnt tasting. But, if you had your choice. See, that's why I like to use the, unsalted, even, ooh, there's my tea and the peanut just went in it. Great. Okay, so see, it's just not much to it. It's cooking on high here. So what I'm going to do is just cut a little bit of the green onion. That'll go on after it's done, but I'll probably put some of the stalks in there. And I have sesame seed too. So let's do this. Okay. There we go. And getting those cut. Alright. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but you'll see me throw them in a minute. There we go here. Okay, and then at the end, I guess I'll put in the rest of the Italian parsley. Okay. Oh my goodness. This happens all the time with the, oh boy, let me get another one of these peanuts out of there. Gosh, don't use, I will tell you, this is my, my recommendation is do not use dry roasted peanuts for kung pao. They cook way too fast. There must be some sugar or something in here. Yeah. But it should be okay. And I'm not coughing on the food. I mean, well, maybe I might kind of be, but guess who? Guess who's going to eat it? Yeah. So if you guys were here, I would not be coughing on the food. And you'd be in the kitchen with me anyway. Okay, I think that I can go ahead and put... See, I turned away. I am going to go ahead and add the squiddo. Let's see, do I need all this squid? I got quite a lot, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it all in. It's a lot, but this is going to take a few days anyway to eat and stuff. So. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm trying to get these two apart. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this the fish marinade, and let that boil. And that is the end of the road. So now what I'm gonna do is just throw this stuff in, the broccoli, and the rest of there's a little bit of cabbage that it won't be cooked, but that's fine. And yeah, there we go. And we got the broccoli. Yeah, and the thing is, just put enough broccoli in for what you're gonna eat that day, because what'll happen is when you warm it up, the broccoli can end up getting really overcooked. So what you want to do is just, when you warm it up, put the broccoli in that you want it. Okay, so I have something else to show you. I also have, here's a salad I made the other day. And it has the tomatoes, I guess they're still in one piece. And I have some, when you make salad, it's really not a good thing to put the cucumber in, and I did that, so I'm probably going to have to remove the cucumbers. You should put your cucumbers in vinegar and keep them that way, but whatever. So I like to have that. And so yeah, let me put the top back on so the broccoli can steam, and then that will be it. I'll just turn this on off. In fact, I should probably go ahead. I'm gonna give it another about 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna turn it off. But I was gonna show you something else. Okay, so I just went ahead and turned that on off. Let me show you what is going to go. Sorry about the peanuts. The peanut, what do you want to call it? Mishap. So here is, I have purple rice. Yeah, purple rice, purple rice. So I ran out of rice, and what I had, did I put my rice back? I think I did. Here, let me come over here and see, did I put it? Sorry about that. Oh, I wanted to show you this rice because, oh gosh. Why don't I keep it on me? How about that? Huh. I'm not. That is out of sight because I can't find the rice. That is out of sight. What's going on? Well, I was raving over this rice because it's got so many antioxidants. And you see it's a deep purple. And so that means that it has a lot of, yeah. Oh, isn't that just crazy when stuff disappears? Oh, well, LinkedIn after hours. And it is happy hour, and what I have is boring tea. I shouldn't call it boring. It's the tea that the peanut fell in. Yes. So I think I just started a thing. Tea with a peanut. So it doesn't have sugar, and is probably I have to learn how to drink tea without sugar because I drink so much tea. I just drink pots of tea every day, and I just put sugar and sugar and sugar in it, and it's like I'm intaking so much sugar, and I don't like and until I started drinking tea, I never used like here's my sugar and turbinado or something like that sugar, and it would be there like for months, and now it's like so I'm gonna have to learn how to drink tea. You know, it's really not bad. So I got a thing going. Okay, you guys, well, thank you so much. I gotta try to jump off because my shows are just so long. I'm so sorry. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys remember to think proactively. You gotta just be creative and find ways to make money. And read my posts on LinkedIn because I give ideas every day on alternative income streams. And you could always contact me. I have my phone number. You can make an appointment to chat with me, and I even help place people. Yeah, I have a placement agency as well. I work one-on-one with people, but you have to have a magnificent resume and totally proven for me to connect you with the big shots. I know. All right, you guys. Well, let me jump off, and I will be back with the plated up final product. Alrighty. Thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys keep winning and getting better and better every day, better and better in every way. You're not the common man, you're my VIPs, and I am manifesting millions and billions into your pockets, your pocketbooks, and your bank accounts. So go check and see what's up. All right, well, I will be back in touch and see you very soon. See you. Ciao.